Hello there. So today we are going to practice drawing different kinds of lines. So you're going to need to start with a small piece of paper. You're going to need a pencil, a Sharpie marker, and some crayons. The first thing you want to do with your pencil is write your name and the day you have art, day A to B to C. You're going to flip your paper over. Now you can turn your paper horizontally wide ways like this if you'd like. I like to work with my paper vertical, tall ways like this. It's up to you. You're the artist. So you're going to grab your Sharpie marker, uncap it, put the cap tightly on the back side of the marker so you don't lose it. And the first line we're going to draw is a straight line. And remember, a straight line is the line like on the edge of a table. Straight across, okay? And the next line we're going to draw is a broken line, like the line that goes down the middle of a road. So it's little short straight lines with spaces or gaps between each of the lines. All the way from one side of your paper to the other. The next line that we're going to draw is a dotted line. It's like a broken line, but instead of made up of short straight lines, it's made up of dots. You're going to start on one edge of your paper and work all the way across. Now you want to leave spaces between each line. So you want to draw a straight line, leave some space, draw your broken line, leave some space, draw a dotted line. Alright, the next line we're going to draw is a wavy line, like the top of water in the ocean. Now we're going to draw a zigzag line, like alligator or monster teeth. So you're going to go up, stop, go down, stop, up, stop, down, up, down, up. It's important that you get points on your zigzag so that it does look like sharp teeth or mountains. You don't want it to be kind of curvy because then it would look like a wavy line. So you want those corners, edges on your zigzag line. If you draw a zigzag line too fast and you go across, it looks basically like a wavy line. You don't get those sharp points, so you got to draw slow. Alright, now we're going to draw a thick line. So you're going to go across, and then you're going to go across again right next to it to make it a little bit thicker. If you leave a little white gap, go back and fill in that little white gap. And that's thicker than my first straight line, but I think I'm going to go across one more time and make it just a little bit thicker. And I'll go back and fill in any white areas. So there's a thick line. Next line we're going to draw is a swirly curly cute line. So you're going to go up, swirl, and go around, up, swirl. Now we're going to do a bunny hop line where it's made up of short little hills. So you jump, hop, 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 hop. So you're hopping across your paper with your marker. Okay. Now I'm going to do the opposite of this. So now I'm going to draw the letter U over and over and over again. So it's the same line, only flipped upside down. Now we're going to draw what I call a castle line. This is tricky, so you're going to have to really take your time and focus. So you're going to go across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, until you get to the other side of your paper. And now in the remaining space of your paper, you get to make up and invent some of your own lines. So maybe I want to do a line made up of zeros, or the letter O. A line made up of the number 1. A line made up of the letter X. Now, depending on how you draw your lines, you might get to the letter X line here, and you might have all this empty space to fill in with your own invented lines. Or maybe you draw bigger than me and you end with a castle line at the very bottom of your paper. That's okay. It's okay if your lines are close together or farther apart. It's okay if you don't get all of these lines on your paper, and it's okay if you get more than these lines on your paper. You're the artist, and we all work differently. So once you've filled up your paper with lines, you're going to cap your marker nice and tight, put that cap on, and we're going to use crayons to color between each line. And I want you to use different colors, a variety of colors, and you can use any colors that you like. I'm going to start at the top of my paper and color down to my straight line. So this space from the top of my paper to the straight line is going to be this purple color. You can choose whatever color you want to color in between the lines using crayon. Now when I get to a broken or dotted line, I color up to that line, but there'll be some white gaps between each of the broken pieces of this line. And then from the broken line down to the dotted line, coloring in the same direction side to side so I can fill in this space nice and neat. Now from the dotted line down to the wavy line. You're going to keep doing this until you fill in all the way to the bottom of your paper. And I'll come back to you and show you what mine looks like at the end. Alright, so here's what it looks like when you're completely finished. I chose for these lines here to leave them white and just color up to them. You could choose to color over the top, like you could color this space the green color, then you could color this space the purple color if you like. You could choose a different color for the circles and color each one of those in if you like. This is what it'll look like when you're finished.